There's so much anime this season. A lot of them are isekai, but not just any isekai. Otome isekai. Not to mention what's still continuing from last season, and some revivals as well. If you're new here, hi, I'm Rose, and I do these little segment videos every season to document and bring attention to shoujo and josei anime because I think people need to watch them more. So let's just get on with it. At first I thought this anime wasn't gonna be anything special, but I watched the first episode and I'm a changed person, okay? It is so wholesome. So the anime first starts out by following Akitsi Midori, a 27-year-old woman who overworked herself to death. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just add this to the pile. Yeah. I hope this pile doesn't grow any bigger. And so while she's crying, this god of this fantasy world that she's about to get reincarnated into says, "Hey, perfect timing. I need someone to be the judge of whether or not I should wipe out the entirety of humanity." And she's like, "Well, my parents, I didn't even get to say goodbye." And he's like, "I'm gonna throw you in there, and then when you die again after 27 years, come and tell me your decision, okay?" And then she's like, "I miss my kid." He says, "So what special power do you want?" And she's like, "I want to pet fluffy things. I miss my kid." And he's like, "Okay, I'll just give you the power to be adored by all living beings except humans." It's honestly fun. I like it. Every day I wake up on Sunday and I watch this adorable anime of this little girl just petting cute animals that are fluffy or not even fluffy, just big, 100 times bigger than her, and it's funny. Occasionally there will be some subplot elements about how the demi-humans are being mistreated, maybe racism, I don't know. We didn't get that far yet into the anime. But the world building is pretty cool. But I think mainly most people will watch it because of the cute chibi anime girl and her cute army of fluffy animals. Side note, Mofumofu means fluffy in Japanese, and they say it a lot in this anime, and I think it has become one of my favorite Japanese words yet. Still on the topic of isekais and fantasies, we are now following the demon general, most likely part of the Demon's King, Lord, Boss, gang, you know the jam. And hey, just like any other employee in an organization, we all need our day offs, like visiting pandas or getting ice cream. Watch him suffer as he tries to achieve this good work-life balance. He is very strict about it, like damn, okay. If you liked Play It Cool Guys from last year, then you'll like this for sure. Yeah, this is just another shoujo-esque otome game setting anime, where this is the MC, and this is her cast of love interests, and they're gonna go defeat the demon lord and the hidden boss. Psych! The hidden boss is actually an isekai college student who played this otome game. Who would have thought the villainess was actually the MC of this anime? Wow! She knows she's gonna die, so she's gonna peacefully live her life and not get involved in anything ever. She's just gonna level up really quickly, just in case something happens. You know, I don't think any consequences will form from that. I'm gonna be honest, compared to the other villainous isekais that I've watched and read so far, this seems a little mid, but the only thing that I think it has going for is its overpowered female lead. Usually that is given to the male lead or any other character besides the villainess, who's always at a disadvantage. Definitely the most anticipated in terms of shoujo anime this season, peak romance is what most people say. The main protagonist is Yuki, a hearing-impaired university student. They even present the anime in a way how a hearing-impaired person would see the world. From how she handles communication to having peers that are unknowingly ableist to her low-key. I really don't like this dude, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the fandom doesn't either. Her romantic interest, Itsumi, bumps into her one day, and well, that's where the romance starts. I honestly want to say that this was a perfect first episode. The comedy bits are well executed, the way that the characters carry themselves and their chemistry gives you butterflies. Definitely give this gorgeous anime a try and watch Yuki experience her first love. Does this white-haired fox Ikemen remind you of someone? No? Oh, okay, just asking. So, Himari Momochi got a new mansion on her 16th birthday, but people say it's haunted by three handsome men. They tell her to leave even though it's her house, so that's cool. So watch this 16-year-old girl try to evict these three squatters from her mansion. Obviously, the first episode reminded me a lot of Kami-sama Kiss, so check out the manga if you're already caught up with the anime. It is completed. Seventh time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy? This is a villainous isekai that is perfect for the veteran otome villainous isekai manga readers or anime watchers, in my opinion. That was like a mouthful, what the hell. Rashii gets right to the point. She knows that she's stuck in a time loop. I mean, this is her 7th time after all. And she spent her past lives picking a career and living to her fullest, from being a traveling merchant to pretending to be a boy to pursue a knight's career. All ends in death though, and so she starts all over again. On the 7th time, however, she accidentally bumps into her killer, and he likes her. This is an enemy to lovers, you guys. I'm so excited! So, watch how Rashii tries to live a carefree life with valuable wisdom that she gained from her previous lives, all while trying to manage Arnold's feelings. Yes, his name is Arnold, okay? And his high-key psychopathic tendencies. This is gonna be my personal favorite, y'all. I'm not gonna shut up about this one, so definitely watch this, because I'm gonna be watching. I am so gonna be watching. Another manhwa gets an anime adaptation. I really enjoyed reading this manhwa. Go check it out if you haven't read it yet. But basically, this doctor dies and gets reincarnated to her old world. Yes, she was a former villainess, and then she became a doctor on Earth, and then she came back here. Don't think too much about it. Where modern medicine doesn't exist. And she falls in love. Saves people with the power of modern medicine. And you don't think introducing modern medicine way earlier in a civilization would have any consequences later on, right? You know the pattern. Watch her fight her fate, that's all. So in Japan, they kind of have this joke, or I guess a myth, that if you stay virgin after 30 years old, you turn into a wizard. And he managed to achieve that, and is able to read people's minds by touching them. I know it's really ridiculous. It's been a little while since we had a BL anime. Last time was actually around this time of the year, last year I think. The star couple are so cute and so awkward, my god. Fun fact, they have a J-drama of this show as well too. Basically, if you liked My New Boss is goofy but wish they took it a little bit further, then your wishes have been answered. Blue Exorcist Season 3 is here. Dreams do come true, folks, and Blue Exorcist has been revived after 7 years. This time it's a different studio though. It was originally A1 Pictures, but I went to Studio Voln instead, who made I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I really liked the anime. I watched it when it first came out and I loved it. Not only was the opening a banger, and the same band is actually making the opening for Season 3 too. But the ending was so good too. It led me to my era of K-pop. Good times, good times. So if you haven't rewatched it yet, go do that now, because when you pick up this season, you'll be instantly rewinded back to the time you rewatched it. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, you'll probably like this too. Well, as long as you're okay with watching people eat the dragon instead of killing it. This has been in the works for 9 years, so please look forward to Trigger's amazing hard work. Yup, the same studio who made Kill la Kill, Darling in the Franxx, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Little Witch Academia, Promare, and BNA. So many people who have been very passionate about the manga since Volume 1 has been released are working on it as well. Oh my god. I'm so happy they're adopting so many more manhwa. Solo Leveling, when it was released weekly, if I remember correctly, it was the most popular manhwa of all time. So in my eyes, this adaptation was bound to happen. So without a doubt, this is the most hyped anime this season. Quick plot summary so you know what you're getting into. Monsters suddenly came into modern day Earth by these mysterious spawn portals. These monsters sit in these portals, which are called dungeons, and hunters go in and kill them before they cross the portal to enter the real world to wreak havoc. And before you ask, no, you can't kill these monsters with a knife or use guns against them. That's why we got hunters. They are basically superhuman, and they're the only guys that have the power to defeat these monsters. MC is an E-ranked hunter, the lowest ranked, while S is the strongest. You cannot change the rank you are given, you are born with it, and you just have to accept it. I'll just say that the MC does a little funny thing or two that causes him not to be E-rank anymore. Honestly, the pacing is well done. Some scenes appeared earlier than they did in the manhwa, but I think that's their way of trying to introduce everything well enough since we only get like 12 episodes this season. I really hope they add more. And a lot of things in the world were introduced slowly anyways in the manhwa. I would imagine that these added scenes would be an overload of information for new viewers though, cause like they just showed like this random girl and then didn't touch upon it in the first episode. So I really hope you guys don't get confused. Definitely stick around and watch it through. You'll enjoy it. Also, coming from a manhwa's reader's perspective, I wish they released 3 episodes in one go like they did with Apothecary Diaries last season, just because the world building and intro events are so long and the story doesn't really start until episode 3. Fun fact, the opening of this anime is sung by TXT, the K-pop group, and Sawana Hiroyuki, who made, he was a really famous Japanese composer, AOT, pretty sure Promare as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so I know TXT and Hiroyuki very well, so this is pretty cool. This is awesome. And obviously there is so much more I want to mention, but I haven't watched yet. So feel free to take a look at this jam-packed season. Honestly, you'll have something every day to watch. That's how jam-packed it is. Hold on, can you actually watch? Editor me, make something. Can you answer that for me, editor me? Anyways, what are you watching and what are you not? Leave a comment down below, give a like and a sub. I got memberships open, so consider joining to support, and I'll catch you next season.